But one of the things I think is very important, since we have so many people here this evening, is that there seems to have been a lot of confusion over what the process is. So I want to explain what our process is this evening, how this works, so everybody's kind of on the same page. Then we can talk about the specifics of the case. So the process that Mr. Rastelli has requested for this particular property is known as conditional zoning. And under conditional zoning, what you can do is basically it creates its own zoning district with special limitations. So that's why they call it conditional. You can put some conditions on it. And so when Mr. Rastelli files his application, then the board considers that application, takes the public input, but the end document is actually an ordinance itself. And within that ordinance, you have to be very specific about what the conditions are. All parties have to agree to the conditions. So I just kind of want to make it plain that even though something may be in an original application, as staff works through the materials that are submitted, the codes, as we have conversations with the applicant, situations evolve, and what becomes important if a project is approved, it's what that list of conditions actually is. So I kind of want to make the point, you know, the board can approve, they can deny the project, or they can approve the project and then approve it with those conditions. So I think it kind of helps for everybody to understand that's kind of how this works. Now I know that one of the concerns that's been expressed is the concern over hog farms. There are no hog farms associated with this property. Swine is not allowed within the town limits of the town of Carthage. So we cannot do pigs. And that's actually specified in the general code, which are basically our police powers for the town. And the zoning code can't, even through conditional zoning, the zoning code cannot trump those police powers. So I just want to make it plain that hogs are not allowed. I'm not saying all livestock, just hogs specifically. The other thing I would say about hog farms is that there's been a moratorium on hog farms in the state of North Carolina since 1997. Existing hog farms with approval from the state can expand, but new hog farms can't ever be permitted the way the legislation reads right now. So I think it's important for you to kind of know that, because I don't want people to be scared about something that may never happen here. And in this particular case, will not happen on this property because it doesn't meet the criteria to ever become a hog farm. Okay, so that's just kind of the process and just the general overview. Now I can talk a little bit maybe about the specifics. And give me just a second, my mouth is very dry. Okay. So now to go to the particulars. So Mr. Rastelli requests rezoning of parcel ID number 00003